So I think HBCUs are powerfully important in shaping not just educational opportunities, but the future leaders of America. And I wanted to come to Jackson State because I know it's the biggest in Mississippi and one of the biggest in the entire country, as a way to say I show support for HBCUs and particularly this one.
Yeah, talk a little bit about your stance on reparations for African Americans, if you would.
Look, America was built on principles of freedom and liberty, but on the backs of slaves who were brought here in chains. It's time for America to acknowledge that openly and to start to talk about reparations. There's a bill that's now starting to emerge in the House, and it pulls together experts who've been working on this question for a long time and activists who have ideas so that we can have a real meaningful national conversation about reparations and start to take steps toward trying to make this right. You know, we can't turn our backs on this any longer. It's not working. We want an America that works better, then we have to acknowledge the past, do our best to make it right, and then move forward together.
And when we talk about African Americans and HBCUs, obviously the topic of that rising student debt comes into play. If you were elected president, talk a little about how you would lower student debt.
So let me tell you what my very first bill when I went to the United States Senate was. It was to refinance student loan debt and to try to get it down. You know, my daddy ended up as a janitor. My big chance was a chance to go to a commuter college that cost $50 a semester. That opportunity's not out there for kids today to get a 4-year diploma. We need to be an America that invests in our kids, and I mean in all of our kids, to get an education. No one should get crushed by student loan debt trying to get an education. So 2 parts to the plan. The first one is to invest enough in our public universities so we bring down the cost so people don't have to take on so much debt. And then the second part is we got to bring down this total student debt load. We just got to.
Yeah, one more question. Talk a little about how you fare or how you think you fare right now amongst the other Democratic candidates.
Oh, look, I'm just doing my best to get out and talk about the issues that get me up and going every day. This is really my life's work. Once I started in, I was a public school teacher. Then I ended up going to law school and turned right back into teaching again. And I've spent my whole life working on one central issue, and that's been what's gone wrong for working families. Why is it that people who work every bit as hard as my parents did find the path today even steeper and even rockier? And for African Americans, for people of color, the path is even steeper and even rockier. And the answer is, it's no accident. The rich and the powerful are helping this country work better and better and better for those at the top and for nobody else. I think we have our chance in 2020 to take back our government and to take back our country. And if we take it back and make it work for the people, that's an America that's living up to its best ideals. That's an America that can build a future, not just for some people, but a future for everybody.